Hi everyone, my name is Melody. Welcome to my channel where we talk about responsible consumerism by the way of project pans, no buys, and tips on how you can be the most ethical consumer you can be. Today I'm going to talk about low buy versus no buy. So I say I'm on a no buy, but I think by most people's standards it would be a low buy. Here's why. I have a bunch of hall passes I can cash in on. I have subscription boxes still with a budget that I can shop in their add-on market. I can get replacements, which I still think that can fall into no buy territory. I'm open to using gift cards that I receive as a gift. There's just certain times, circumstances, whatever, that I can shop. So I would say it's a low buy. But the reason I'm calling it a no buy is because that's what works for my psychology. So, and I thought about rebranding recently because there'll be a video probably posting after this one, maybe before, I'm not sure, talking about how all these hall passes came flying at me and I ended up making a bunch of purchases in a row. And yes, I'll disclose them at some point, depending on when they come up. But all these purchases happened. I'm like, how the heck am I on a no buy when I'm buying six different orders or something like that? I'm tracking 6 packages right now, something along those lines. So I wanted just to jump on here and clarify that even though I'm saying it's a no buy, it's probably actually a low buy. But the reason I'm calling it a no buy is because if I say it's a low buy, I'm going to start justifying things left and right. Well, shopping less than I did last year. Yeah, but are you still making your goals? So I just thought, to me, and kind of like with food, I do better when I cut things out altogether. Some people aren't like that. Some people, the restriction makes them be rebellious. That's not me. With shopping, with food, with anything that I might lack self-control in, I do better when I cut it out completely. So that's why I went with the no buy vernacular over low buy. But I also want to talk about my long game a little bit. So recently with these purchases, I had some of my shopping addiction symptoms pop up again, and I'm going to talk about that in my no buy update because I've had a lot of insights the last couple weeks. Some good, some bad, whatever. But my long game in this attempt to curb my shopping addiction is I'm going to go through this year, as I have stated on my channel before, with my rules, with my hall passes, with everything, calling it a no buy year. Then next year, I will have, I don't think cured my addiction. I don't think I'm ever going to cure my addiction. The last few weeks have told me that. But next year, I have something else planned, which does involve a little bit more shopping, but still controlled. So therefore, I'm going to call that a low buy. But because I have a whole bunch of backups and I still have stuff coming in, I don't think I'm getting the detox that I truly need to kick this shopping habit. And because I had kicked this shopping habit before and then got sucked back in when certain things happened, which I wasn't prepared. That's part of it. I wasn't prepared, so the shopping addiction came right back and I just fell right back into it. So next time, now that I had that experience, I think I'll be prepared for future times when I start to loosen up a little bit. But unless I come into a bunch of money or my priorities shift or there's some other reason why I don't care about finances or space or whatever, I think that I'm going to have to keep restrictions on my shopping for the rest of my life. It's just my DNA. So we're getting rambly. We're on a plane again without a destination. But I think you get my point. Low buy versus no buy, how probably by other people's standards I'm on a low buy, but I'm calling it a no buy because that's what works for me. That's it. So Again, thank you for watching. I would love to hear your input. What I am doing so far, if you follow along, would you call it a no buy? Would you call it a low buy? Keep in mind, you don't know what hall passes I've spent, because that's another video coming up. But I've cashed in on a few recently. Plus there's just been some other things that fit inside the parameters of my no buy rules. So anyway, what do you think? And how are you doing on your no buy? I'd like to know. Otherwise, have a fantastic day. Bye!